So we're having a bit of a spooky day for some reason. As soon as he saw me this morning, and he came in fine, but as soon as he saw me by the stall with equipment in my hand, he was spooky. So we may be taking a little bit of time figuring out what that's all about, because it seems personal. I'm not sure why. Maybe he doesn't like my shirt. I don't know. Sure, what's up? Maybe, I don't know, humidity, the pressure or something? Came in fine, though. I'm not sure why right now he's such a... Okay. You need to be my friend? You need some love? Consoling? Come here. You want some help with that? Huh? You don't want to stand out there all by yourself. I love my background music. It's in like all my videos.
It is good.
When Rich was a baby, there was one in my videos. But he sang prettier songs. This guy carried a lot of soapy stuff. Like David is his, and he goes,
My come cue is the word here and a friendly bent forward invitation in my body. If a horse doesn't understand the here, I'll begin to take up the slack on the line and run my hands on the rope, creating a vibration, not an actual pull. Only if the vibration doesn't work do I grasp the rope, creating a drag feeling on the rope. Only if the horse pulls back do I hold the rope with any kind of grip. Of course, there wouldn't likely be a reason to put a saddle pad, or in this case, a wither protector, on your horse's head, but the lesson is about confidence in allowing me to show him things, not so much what the thing is.
Stop getting so mad. You're fine. Stop getting so mad. That's mad. You're not scared. You're mad. Don't be so mad. Don't be so mad. Stop being so mad. Oh.
It's important to never make a horse feel trapped when introducing something new and scary. That causes them to be doubly scared. Scared of the thing and scared of being trapped. It's way more effective to allow the horse to believe that he can escape and teach him that he doesn't need to, than hold him tight and have him feel his fight or flight instinct really become overwhelming.
See, that's not fear, that's anger. So he has an opinion, you know. He's already seems a little bit better, right? Seeing as...
Yeah. When you started doing the thing with the head up, when he started to get angry, he changed his opinion from school, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's reaccepted it.
And now he's quiet.
Yeah.
Like his emotions aren't stirring. If he's really spooky, piss him off.
Yeah. Just get your... She used to be the savior, of course, and now she's super smooth. Blaming the shirt.
It's true.
He's colorblind. They can't even see the
shirt.
shirt.
Like the shirt. They can't even see it. Do something specific, and then teach him a color. And be like, okay, go to blue.
It might look like I just got wrapped up into chit-chat, but actually, I'm deliberately allowing time for Zultan to check out the next piece of equipment.
Or something like that so they can
don't even bother doing. What kind of lame scientist? What kind of lame?
As you can see, he really appreciated that
Who was the
opportunity.
investor that backed that study? Like, what kind of dope was me? I'm gonna donate $17 million to Rutgers University. I want you to know if my dog.
Because he's still very new to the saddling process, I treat the first several lessons as if they're the first. I'd rather fully educate them to the point that they don't even notice rather than think he's all good just because I got it on him once.
Oh, see what he just did? He tried to give me the heel. Watch. He's like, oh, I know that one.
Oh yeah.
As I took a little stronger hold of him to stop him, and I yielded him, he's like, I know that one.
I was just pointing out how solidly Zultan is responding to the one rein stop cue.
Oh, I always take notice to what I know they learn. Okay, this part he hates. So we're gonna work on that a little bit.
Don't worry, I'm not teaching him that it is okay to run off during the cinching process. Believe it or not, I'm actually teaching him that he doesn't have to. Not to mention, I'm getting lots of opportunities to test my brakes through asking him to stop each time with the one rein stop cue.
So let's see if we gotta stop. Get the rein, after we stop. We put the rein, after we stop. Put the rein, after we stop. I'm gonna ask him to stay here for a second because he thinks he's supposed to just walk off when he gets released. Not sure why he thinks that's okay. If he's going to stay here and not move.
No, that whole thing's all just right.
Yeah. Get over feelings. Okay.
Yeah. Those two rings are in the middle of it, and those two rings in the bottom, like the center of it. Yeah. Like on the side.
Well, I got more to go. I'm just playing right now. They more centered now.
On both that would happen. So that's not even anything too skinny. He's just always going to have the small girth. That point, right? And he might get a little bit more weight, but he's really going to always have a small girth. He's probably not going to be that much bigger in that area.
No. Yeah, that's his age. Unless you get him really, really fat, I wouldn't imagine you want to do, is His rib cage isn't done. I get more muscle over, with me.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna get. You'll need a small birth for him.
It'll always be at the home side, right?
Yeah.
Unless maybe they make Arabian ones or shiny or something.
Sure. So I'm a big believer that when you find something wrong, you don't just say, "Oh, I'll fix that later." So we have a problem, obviously, with the initial girthing. He's fine now, but I'm gonna take it all off and do it again.
Again, it's so important to nurture their curiosity. Allowing them to explore helps them become more and more confident.
That was a little better.
Much better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. That's gonna be something I'll probably have to address each time for 2-3 efforts, just to make it to he understands his responsibilities to stay standing. His anxiety builds, obviously, by me wanting to squeeze something around his belly. This is all very new,
If I had just been satisfied with being able to get it on the first time, and I left him believing that walking around was the right answer, you can guarantee that would begin to settle in his mind as the correct response to a girth being laid across his belly. Never leave a horse soaking on the less desired response. Always help them find the right answer to soak on.
This time, maybe early. His toes dug a little bit, but he's engaged in what he's doing here. He's not scary-eyed and looking like he's relaxed. He's licking and chewing right now.
Finally started liking your girl.
Yeah, he's decided my shirt's not that ugly.
Maybe he's just expecting a sweatpants to overdress to the occasion.
Maybe that's it.
It might be over. He's like, oh, fucking going out.
Beautiful.
That was really
beautiful. And I trusted he wasn't gonna bite me in the back. Because he was touching my back while I was doing that.
I just love the bond that I get to develop with the horses I get to work with. It's especially rewarding with horses that start off so scared of people as Zultan was.
Okay. So we go from getting him ready to come to breakfast soon. You see how when you do things kind of well, I mean, I think of it as the word right. When you do things right, you go through it faster. And eventually, this will be eliminated. But until I'm certain that this doesn't create what's that, I'll do it. I mean, there's no reason not to. But I can go through it much faster each time now.
Right, even that's in the first time. I can be in the second.
Right. And his decision to stay standing is fantastic.
Kind of. Ideally, you'd like to bring that out, throw it on the ground, and have him pretty sit down and you keep eating or keep whatever. You can ignore it completely.
Like, him not see any reason for that.
Pay no mind.
Be able to actually come over and be like, hey, and not him read that as driving energy. Because I could technically 5 seconds from now say, okay, now I want you to go, and use it as a driving energy, and my body language would be telling him to go. Where my body language right now is like, this is your thing. Dude, get over it. I like that his mental process is the same. Way better than moving. It's one step that he left in the beginning, but he's been doing very well at it to where, I don't call him so well. That's what he wanted. Well, I'm gonna ask him to go I like that really all he wanted to do was kind of duck his shoulder out from under it. He didn't panic.
Right.
First time, last time he panicked for, split seconds, but this time he didn't panic at all.
I don't really have to. He's taking his eyes off.
Yeah, no. Now, when you took him out of the stall, I wasn't sure we were going to get period, right? And he's not, just needing to move his feet. This isn't about the tarp at all. He's just wanting, he's licking and chewing while he's moving, just being quiet. That's a nice trot. I won't mind riding that trot. Okay, that was a little panic.
Yeah, you can see it though.
So kind of not about the game, it's about the poncho.
Right.
There's just a little, his energy got up. But I'm not saying he's running away from that poncho. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, yes, I want to go, but I'm not seeing, oh my god, that's riding me.
Right.
So, get some energy all of a sudden. Not about the poncho though. Not sure what it is, but I'm gonna let him move his feet. If it was about the poncho, I'd be getting jumped on. There's no way he'd be staying out there.
Right.
It's not following underneath my eyes. You're making me dizzy, man. I'd like to see him decide maybe he'd like to stop. I'm allowing this. I'm not asking for it. If he asks me to stop, I'm going to say absolutely. I never even asked you to do that. You thought about asking him to stop there. He's still got too much fire in his feet. To where it's it's crossing his mind. It's crossing his mind again. He'll probably ask me right here. He can stop. Not sure why he needs to. Yeah, get it out of your system. Whatever you need. We're here for you. Nice.
Kind of rule himself, yeah.
He's whatever adrenaline he's on, he's kind of come down off of it. He doesn't know the head down command, and I don't think rewarding him by stopping him is going to be the reward he's looking for. That's nice. Nice little jog going on. So now he's asking. I'd like you to yield a little bit better than that, please. What's going on, huh? A little excited today? I'm really happy today. Check that. I was your passenger for a minute. Yeah, that's still riding you. Check that out. That jumped off. What do you think? Yeah. You boring you?
No. I feel like we're in the meeting in the afternoon when I come from work. See it? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool because it was in somewhere. You hear him?
no. You got so excited. No.
It surprised me.
No, that is really cool. I tried to find out. You didn't text me back, Eric.
Yeah, you know why? Because I was done. I was talking to Bronson, and I was just kind of done for the day. I didn't want to get into a conversation, even though, you know, I feel like chat. Woo! What happened there? Over? You fine? What happened there? Was it the rope touched your belly? Is that what happened there? What happened there? You're fine? Over? Well, how long am I gonna play with you if you're way over there? Let's see, can I flip the rope over his face? I haven't tried that yet. Can't do it yet, huh? Hey, you're fine, you're fine. 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 Look. Yeah, I want to do something. You're fine. You're fine. Come here, no, see, I found something else that's broken, we gotta fix it. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, he's gonna make you a mess.
With the bucket.
If you can't use the bucket, can you just put it off to your side?
Yep.
Oh, fine. Can I get you to come a little closer? Make it a little easier. That's all I'm trying to do. See? Just trying to flip the rope around. Good job. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not trying to actually hit you. You're fine. There. See? You're fine.
Never ignore something that needs addressing. He is going to have a lifetime of rain slung over his head. It's my job to make sure that he can handle that carefree.
You gotta be able to do that, sweetie. Yeah. You're a little up all of a sudden. Huh? You're a little up all of a sudden. There. See? There. I may not be that excellently coordinated with it sometimes, so you're gonna have to allow me to hit your ears and stuff, okay? Good job. Come here. Okay. So I'm gonna see how much he actually knows about the mounting block too. I'm gonna go ahead and ask him to yield over to me from where he is to see if he truly has an understanding of what I want from him. Over. 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 Alright, I'm gonna help him. This might scare him a little bit, so I'm trying not to over help him. Over. It's okay, so I didn't want that. That's okay. The right idea. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Come on. Okay. Good job. So I don't know. It's the sound, the transition sound from this to his skin is what he's freaking out about. Now he's worried about his rump being touched here. Not sure why. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Yeah, we did this before, huh? So he stopped worrying about his rump. That's good. Good job. Come on, you have a job. I get up here, your job is come put the cat over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Spooky as you've been today. I don't know if this is going to do anything to you. You're a good job. You're a good job. Yeah. You're a good job. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? It's all good? We're going to go for a ride today, right? We're going to see how fast we can go. Good job. You're going to go for a little walk, see if we can stop you. Right? Good job. I didn't try to talk to you, stop that again.
I do this process in repetition as if I was just teaching him how to lift his foot. I lift it, put it down, lift it, put it down, lift it, put it down. My walking away after bouncing around on him gives him a chance to wash off what we just did so that he can process it better rather than overwhelming him by staying on him right off the bat.
Good job. Good job. You did a good one. You did it really well. Yes, you did. Oh, big breath. Big breath. Oh, am I knocking you off balance? Good job. Good job. Good job. Can I stop you, please? Good job. Oh, no sense in doing those half rides, right? We're gonna do some real riding. Those half rides are fun, but not as much fun. Well, you gotta fix that still, huh? Fix that still.
Remember what his response was when I originally tried to put something over his head like this. If I had not worked on it, that would be his response now as well.
So that needs a little work. It's not fixed, but it's okay. Something that'll be addressed again and forth. Taking the reins off his head, putting them on his head. That'll keep being addressed. I'm happy with what it's at right now. Good job. Good job.
I do the mounting block exercise as its very own thing. This is something that he learned without any practical purpose. It's just an exercise that became his job. The job is to step over to the mounting block, regardless of what I was going to do next. That's why I keep mentioning you have a job.
Yeah. Where are we going? We're going to go for a little walk. Well, that sounds like fun, eh? Oh, there's your sweet spot, eh? You like, me to get off me here? Hey, this is where you say I should get off? Would you like me to? Yeah, you do that. The reason I did that is because we had that suit one time I got off. So I figure if he's asking me to get off, I'll say, okay, you're ready for it, because he's asked me. You have a job. Come on, what's your job? Good job. Come on. Good man. Good job.
I clumsily climb on, making sure that I bump him with my foot on the rump, and also I wanted to point out that I am very active with my reins. I move my reins around a lot so that they can see a lot of activity out of both eyes at the same time, and also so that when I do use a direct rein off of his body, it doesn't suddenly catch him off guard as something he's never seen before. I desensitize them through my rein action. I'm not doing anything in his mouth, even if I had a bit in his mouth.
You're fine. Well, you can go down here normally. Why do you want to go down here then? Yeah. Can you go back to your sweet spot? We could do that. Yeah, we can go back to your sweet spot. Let's go back to your sweet spot. You're okay. You're okay. See? You see my hand out there, huh? That's a steering wheel. You know? Good job. Good job. Mm-hmm. He took me down there. I didn't direct him. I like to just be a passenger at first.
Okay.
But he doesn't normally go down there, so it had me a little nervous that he could get himself out of his own comfort zone.
Right.
My rides are short and sweet. I like to get off and on a bunch of times. Zoltan has to learn about getting on, going, steering, and dismounting well. If I got on him and just rode him without getting off and on,
Good job.
there is a real good chance that he would forget about me as far as the swinging of my leg
Trot,
over
right
him,
there. Good
that
man.
he could panic at the
Wanna square
dismount.
that foot up, you think?
Here, I just make
Maybe
it all a
right?
step-by-step that
Listen.
can grow in time.
Taking that really, really good.
Yeah, and I'm kind of throwing myself up now.
Yep.
I'm not crawling on. Let's go for a walk. Good job. You're a good man. Good. So he's asking if he can talk, and I'm going to let him if he asks. Not sure why we keep coming down here. But he asks to trot, I'm not going to get in his way. He asked a little bit there, and then he changed his mind, maybe because he's not ready for that feel. I'm just giving him little directions as far as walking. As far as direction steering, I'm just tacking him a little bit. He's asking to trot. I'm not going to get in his way. I was prepared to have to shut him down, but I'm not going to get in his way and touch him once. Hold on. Let's go. I'm still looking. Let's go. Oh, you want to go this way? That was right. I don't know if you're going to spook yourself, having everything be out of the other eye, though. Oh, we big stuff. No, the thunders.
No.
They're like, oh shit. Oh, thanks.
You and you.
You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. You're okay, you're okay.
Maybe all right.
Well, so it is. It's just different eye. Now everything's coming out of that eye. I was I'm impressed that he was kind of wanting to be brave, because that's brave. Right there. His tail's up, which is telling me he's not sure he's happy he chose that way. But if you go this way, he'll come back down. He wants to trot. I'm not going to get in his way. Good job. I'm not ready to do the high bob because he's a little spooky today. He's taking some nice deep breaths under me though.
Okay.
So I'm happy to go back and have to trot again. I'm going to let him. He's comfortable. Let him know that that's okay. He was allowed to do that. There'll be a time where I'll tell him no. You know, I want you to walk, but right now I want him to explore all his gates on his own as he's comfortable enough to do it. Get out again here. Oh, it chose not to. I'm okay with that too. I'm letting him make the decisions. I don't want him to find a sweet spot right here, and he's thinking about that. I don't want him to have that be a sweet spot. So I might, you see how he was lowering his head? He's kind of asking if he could stop there.
Right.
For some reason, I don't like that being the sweet spot. I like up here as a sweet spot.
Okay.
I don't know. Something makes me uncomfortable about having it down there. Not sure why. So he's gonna have to trot again. I'm gonna take that. Chose not to. It's okay. He thinks about it. He wants to stop here. I don't want this to be a stop spot. No. So I'm gonna just kind of encourage him not to. I might let him get brave now, but I might ask for bravery. So asking for bravery is gonna be, I'm gonna ask him to go down the center. So now I'm offering direction, and he's not sure that he knows how to follow direction. But then I'm gonna ask him to come back, get everything in that other eye. Much more difficult for him this way. So we'll hopefully get a little more comfort going. He gets a little more alert. His stride's a little more, pursed, if you will. I don't know the right word. His stride's a little more choppy because he's a little more ready to bolt if he has to. He doesn't have a flow or change directions. He'll have a better flow. There we go. Trying to get a little flow going this way. He's a little nervous this way. But by getting a little comfort this way, I'm going to be able to get a better trot the other way. So he decided something over there is scary. It'll help you out a little bit. Sometimes it's not the best thing to pet them when they're scared. Lay him down, shut him down. Ask him to walk off. That wasn't a trot of comfort. That was a trot of spook. That wasn't, he didn't request that. He did that. And that was something over here. So he's got, I think it's that ball. He's got something over here that's worrying him. I think it's just that ball. You can try to pet him through it. Sometimes what I was starting to say before I had to shut him down was sometimes if you pet them through it when they're hyper, like pancakes or something, you'll stop some sleep on. You do like that startling moment. So he's asking to trot again. He wants to shoot for real. Changed his mind. Maybe I'll help encourage that trot next time. I'm comfortable with him trotting that way. Like I said, the other way was induced trot for fear. This way was he's testing out how it feels. So I may go ahead and ask for it. Try to ask for it with my feet first. Maybe ask for it verbally.
My kiss cue for Trot is 2 kisses. Zultan knows this already from the groundwork. Oh boy, I lost my balance there. He handled that very well. I undid the voice isolation feature so you could hear the rhythm of my kiss cue. You want to try to ask in a rhythm so that it can end in an obvious way to ensure he absolutely knows when he found the right answer.
All over there just staring. I'm asking to walk.
Once I initiate the kiss cue asking for the trot, I have to continue to rhythmically ask for the trot until he picks up the trot, even if it's only 1 stride before I can stop rhythmically offering the kiss cue. If I were to kiss and then give up, he will learn that he doesn't have to respond to that noise, and I will undo what I spent time teaching him on the ground. The voice isolation feature eliminated the kiss sounds. I'll remove it once more so that you can hear the rhythm I'm talking about again.
So, I don't want to touch him with my legs. I might squeeze up here in my thigh a little bit, see if that helps him understand the kiss cues for that. He went to sleep on me a little bit, so I just kind of had to wake him up. So I make a little more payoff. I don't want to feed him yet. Tapped him with my leg now. See that I got a reaction. I did, that's good. So now I'm going to be able to use it. Use it again. Oh, okay, maybe not. Using it. I'm just tapping him with my foot.
Even the taps on his side with my foot need to be rhythmic. And notice they are taps, not kicks. And the taps end immediately when he takes that first trot stride. It's so important to stop the cue the instant they get the right answer so that they can know that they indeed got the right answer.
He's almost like a pony. They're hard to stay on.
My downward transitions are asked for through the simple lift on the left rein. Do you know why that works so easily? It works because my one rein stop is done with the left rein. Since he has been taught to stop to that cue, I can feather it now to be a slow down cue as well.
So this is his putting spot on me. See if I can get him to trot past that before I change directions. I may even opt not to change directions because he's getting used to my foot tapping him. See what I decide. Little things like good hair and feet and I'm gonna try to get him to trot past this spot right here. This is where he's asked to stop each time. Good job. Good job. I might ask him to stop in his known sweet spot here. Ooh. Ooh. Right, see? Get off.
You want to look for patterns that could cause you problems later and try to get them to work through those patterns if they're undesirable. A minute ago, I needed him to be able to trot through a spot that he was continuing to choose as a spot he'd like to quit.
Let him blow out, whatever he needs to do. He'll probably blow out, I would imagine.
This is one of my wash-it-off walks. He did a lot for me, and I wanted him to be able to come off of any adrenaline or tension he was holding in his body through this exercise. I call these little strolls where they can lower their head and blow out wash-it-off walks.
That's a lot, right? You did pretty damn good, huh? Yes, you did.
I never neglect to spend some time nurturing a bond that was so hard to develop. Don't forget, this was a horse they said no one could catch for 3 years before he was shipped here.
Blow out. That was tough stuff. It's a nice note to get off. It's like, do I want to bite off something or do I want to quit on that? I'm trying to decide. I think she can find one with the red. What do you think? Do you want to try it? Yeah. He licked me. He didn't bite me. Good job. That's your job. Good man. That's your job. Good man. Oh, kick him in the butt. Good chance for him.
At this stage in their undersaddle work, I do not grab them if they need to move off. Grabbing the reins to block them from going forward could work against you very badly. It could scare them and set you back at best, but the risk of that grab causing them to rear up is very, very real.
See everything out of
the only thing I might do different, watching this now, is I might have wanted to dismount and remount before starting any more work. Although he recovered fine from spooking at my foot bumping his rump, it would have been better to try the mount again than to just move on.
That's not going to be a trot. I asked for a trot lead and asked if he could do a trot lead. Well, I'm going to let him kind of look at everything for a minute. You notice the ears are much different this way. Sometimes they're straight on, sometimes they're out to the sides. Everything's a little bit different out of the side. So, my goal is to get him over to that gate, to be honest with you. Because I wanted to address whatever it is. I know what it is, but I wanted to address it himself. You see your fans out of a different ear. Your fans squirt on me, eh? Luckily, my horse is on the other side, so these windows aren't, jerks and don't bang on the windows or whatever. So we're gonna go over here because we got something over here that's really, really scary. So I'm gonna ask him to trust me, be my friend, and trust me, and come over here and take a look at whatever it is. What it is, we can't actually get to, but at least maybe he can kind of accept
There is
the
a
fact that
giant
what
ball
it
on
is,
the outside of the arena. He was
to
fine
us.
with it in his right eye, but was clear in communicating that it feels scary in his left. Did you see where
Like
he
a
told us
jolly
he was
ball.
worried? Let's slow
Yeah,
down
he's
a
been
few
sitting in
moments
the
ago
same
for you.
spot.
Look at all of that sharp focus to the outside of the arena. You can almost feel the tension in his body. Now watch what his body does when he begins to fear that the scary thing might be behind him. Watch his ribcage bow to the inside of the arena and then pay attention to his hind feet. They cross under himself to be able to maintain his body on an angle, allowing his peripheral vision to have a clear line of sight back at the scary thing. Notice, too, how short and quick his steps are. Now notice how much longer and slower his steps are now that the scary thing is back in front of his sight. I know it's a little tough to see, but look at those nostrils. They are flared to the fullest extent. This was also accompanied by a strong blowing noise. Now watch the back feet hit the brakes hard with each step.
Forever. So, okay. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually impressed with that because I steered, said let's go, did piss, and off the neck. So, you gotta look at all the little things and accept all the little things mean something or part of the education. If you take that for granted, then you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Because the fact that he learned to leave when I asked him to leave is big. And if you always reward those little things, then they'll always trust you not to get them in trouble. Ask them to circle the mountain block. Job. So we have something over here. Let's see if we've gotten over at least getting close to that gate. Nope. So we're gonna go ahead and come back this way. Give it a moment. See if we can address this.
These visits to the scary thing are so
You're
important.
right. I'm with you.
Just because
I
they
am
pass
so with you,
something
man.
once without blowing up
Oh, I'm so glad
doesn't
I
mean they'll
cleaned that
pass it
shed.
again. In fact, often the soda
Pigs.
gets more shaken with each pass if the scary
Yeah, that's
thing
my
goes
leg.
unaddressed. That's when wrecks happen,
Mm-hmm.
when the horse can't handle the building fear anymore.
His eyes are telling me he's tired. Like he's fatiguing mentally. But I am gonna see if I get one little shot. I don't want to get it right here because that's just fear. But I think I'm gonna quit if I get a nice little. Did I ask for it? I don't want it to be fueled by whatever's over here, but it's gonna be.
Because his trot was fueled by fear, I shut it down. Then I spend a few seconds to reassure him that I am still with him.
until he's really broke. He's going to have problems with the same things that was wrong. Mara had a lot of trouble running that. I don't think it's going to last long, but it's going to be his kind of weakness right now. I'm going to ask him to hose. You just have to take stuff. What do you think? Can you take your socks without you running? Back up.
He looks almost exhausted.
His eyes are
Yeah.
he's mentally
I think
exhausted.
he really does. It's funny you mentioned not looking like he looks like he's beat.
You said.
Probably think
What, you get that tired?
get relaxed. Like tired where he's thinking about everything. He might be too much, but look how much more mellow.
It's nice having equipment that, yes, I like, but I don't care about so much. Tell my horse, don't do that. So many people, scream at the horse, they look at it because they're going to bite their leg. Let's go try and do it here.
Oh, really?
But I don't, as a training aspect, he's got to be allowed to explore it. He's got to be allowed to check it out.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't get mad either. I'm not even bummed if he bit a hole in those brand new leather saddle, maybe. But you can always get it there.
Well, I'm not saying let him chew your saddle. I'm saying in this stage, that's so important.